Firstly, many, many congratulations. And let me remind you, this was the place where I first interviewed you 18 years ago when you had become Miss World.
Yeah, I remember coming to this hotel.
That's crazy. And it was me, yeah, we've known each other that long.
Oh my god, yeah, it was this hotel. It was the first time I saw my name in a billboard.
No way.
Yeah, when I was 18. Remember outside it says Taj welcomes Priyanka Chopra. And I was like, whoa. I might be famous.
And you've come a long way, and I mean, applause.
I know.
And someone who's known to pack in like 72 hours in a day, it's only Priyanka Chopra who, I think 24 hours after her wedding would be here, doing business as usual.
It's remarkable.
Honestly.
I mean, it's really impressive.
So
I've never met a business person that can.
you actually need to devise an app that's called, Keeping Up with Priyanka Chopra.
It's the next big idea.
There, I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, since we're talking about Bumble, by the women, of the women, for the women.
For everyone.
For everyone, not only just the women. So what made you decide to associate yourself with Bumble? Seeing the other apps also are there in the market.
Well, first of all, I want to start the differentiation right here. Bumble
Okay.
is not just a dating app.
Okay.
Everybody keeps comparing it to Tinder and like all of these other apps. I'll tell you the difference right now. One, Bumble makes women the precedent. Like a woman makes the first move. So it is created by incredible women for everyone who wants to date, who wants to network in their business. We have a vertical off the app. Like once you download Bumble, you have 3 verticals. One is business, one is BFF, and one is Bumble for Love. So between these 3 verticals, you can choose what aspect of your life you want to have a vertical in. Like now that I'm married, I'm not going to be on the dating app.
Exactly.
So I will only be on, I'll delete that from my app and I'll only be on Bumble Biz and Bumble BFF. So that way it caters to everyone that would want any sort of expansion in any aspect of their lives, and especially in business and BFF. We had met at the Bumble Biz launch in the US, New York, in New York last year. And when they were all talking about it, Whitney was giving this amazing speech, and I don't know, she came and sat next to me at dinner, and I told her, I was like, this would work, I think, so well for the urban Indian woman. Because I feel, as an urban Indian woman who lives in India and in the US, I feel like there have been, around the world, choices have always been made for women. If not made for us, we've been nudged in the direction of whatever the choice society has decided is right and appropriate for us. Whereas Bumble gives us the opportunity to make our choices of our own lives within the security and safety of our own homes on our own cell phones. So I just think that the expansion of that there's such an empowerment of that for women all over the country to be able to go and explore, to be curious. Just start with curiosity. Start with, all right, you had this idea for your business. You like to do, make like, I just saw this incredible business that was created by a woman in, it was a village in Madhya Pradesh somewhere. She used to do sewing and arts and craft and make little like pouches. And she put her business up online and now has like hundreds and thousands of dollars ka business, and she doesn't even speak a word of English. But she had this idea, and she put that idea online and converted it into a business. So I'm saying there are so many women out there with so much inside of them. And this gives you the ability to just explore that. And from there, you never know what your life can be.
True. But have you ever been on dating apps before you found the one? And what was the experience like?
I actually did just once for a certain time, and actually met a guy and went out with him too, from a dating app, because a friend of mine, I was doing a movie with this friend of mine, and both of us were single, and we both decided to get onto this dating app.
I'm crossing my fingers it was Bumble. If you say it's another one, I'm going to cry.
But it did happen, and I did go out with the guy, but he was just like really full of himself, so I got bored. But that was all that happened on the dating app with me.
And they usually say, as you said, women don't make the first move. And how are the dynamics changing, social networking dynamics changing? And you in an interview had said, it's a gender problem, and also the tech industry, also you can't blame them. There is a gender issue right here. And women are also wary of being on